Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. Um, Give me a second here. I'm having trouble. This is supposed to be a members only live stream. And so I don't know. I am seeing some comments from people I know that are members. I need to fix this with Restreamio. So I signed up for this service, Restream.io, and I'm trying to get it to be members only. And so give me a second here. All right. I mean, it's mostly members. Okay. You know what? I mean, I'm only going to respond to the members. So if there's people who are not members who chat in this live stream, I'm only going to respond to the members. So sorry for members of this channel. This is just going to have to be a normal live stream where I just respond to the members. But then everyone else is going to watch. So that's going to be fun having to explain that over and over again. Let's get to the questions from yesterday. Not a member yet. Yeah. All right. So good afternoon, Ollie, Matt, Alex, Shelly, literally just responding to members. Coco, Adrian, Lavi, Albert. Okay. Only responding to members. Now let's get back to the most recent members only live stream and answer some questions here. So oh man. Always trying to adjust here. So, okay, could you look at TIA for entries? Celestia. Let's see about Celestia. Celestia in general, I believe, is at a good entry. Wow, it just keeps going down. The weekly chart looks pretty ugly. Oh my goodness, what do we do here? I mean, it's a newer cryptocurrency, so it's difficult to give some kind of analysis. I mean, it's not even going up against the resistance here. And Celestia isn't even like inflationary right now. It's not going to be inflationary until October. So, all right, 0.5. You can see it's bounced twice off of this 0.5 fib right here. That looks like a good entry. That's $11.69. If it loses that, you know, the 382, 94.74, I'd be shocked. Or $9.47. I'd be shocked if it went below there. So there's my, you can't really do much with Celestia in terms of longing and shorting. Adrian, hi Alex, you mentioned HEEHEE donations on your live stream. Will this be announced to YouTube members? Been holding HEEHEE without selling a dime. Yeah, you know, we talked about that whale in the Telegram yesterday, and I messaged him, And he straight up said, like, please set up a donation wallet. That would all be used to build HEEHEE. So we can do that. Just bear with me for a few days here. And then you mentioned a few weeks ago about an app where you can bridge Base back to Ethereum mainnet without having to wait 7 days. Shoot, I don't remember the name of that app. I'll respond to that question later. I'll respond to that question in this comment section when I remember what that is. So, okay. Well, that is it for good morning, Tony. That's it for all of the questions here from the last live stream, the last members only live stream. So let's see. I'm only responding to members. Those of you who are not members, you're welcome, but this is supposed to be a members only live stream, but then I signed up for this service called Restreamio, and you are in, you're in, but I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to respond to your questions. So I don't know if you recall me asking last live about Vi anyways at 3x, and I pulled initials. Exciting. That's awesome, man. There's just so much to look at here. So let's go to CoinGecko. Duel's doing well. I have a decent amount of Duel, thankfully. So, man, there we go. Duel. Let's check out Vi. That's Viot, right? Or is it something else? Because I'm assuming it's Viot. I wasn't too big on Viot, but it's an $86 million market cap and it's an AI cryptocurrency. So, yeah, this one looks like a 3x from February. That's great. It's finally moving. Because, I mean, the thing that really turned me off about it was this all-time chart here. It's like, man, it didn't really have much of a move, and it moved a little bit. And, you know, when we had that big AI run in early 2023, and then finally it's moved again. So that's good. All right, Adrian. I'm still holding about 20% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. Do you think it would be a good time to swap to alts after the halving? Man. That's hard to say. I mean, 20% of your portfolio into Bitcoin is very good. You know, if I were you, I would just keep it in Bitcoin. I know it's tempting, but you just never know in this market. So let's look at halvings historically. Last halving, when was it? Let me do the USDT chart. It's a little cleaner. Last halving was June-ish of 2020. So let's go. Oh, that's a little too much there. June of 2020. I don't remember the exact date, but it was somewhere around here. So, you know, up, drag, consolidate, but there really wasn't much in terms of price action after the last halving. And so Bitcoin was hovering around $8,000 to $10,000. Got up to $12,000 over the summer, went back down to $10,000, and then just before that big move up. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this upcoming halving was very similar, except for the accumulation with the spot Bitcoin ETFs. So I think we have time. I would not do it yet for these spot Bitcoin ETF for your Bitcoin holdings. Maybe sometime around the end of the summer, maybe. But I really think the summer is gonna bore us all to death. I don't think it's gonna be this amazing up only kind of environment. So, oh, sorry, YAI. Okay, I'll check that out in a second. My eyes are too old. Yeah, loving my gains on Pendle and LCX. Let's look at Pendle real quick. Oh, wow. All right, I really need to go to the daily chart here. I did not realize Pendle was over $6. Man, I love Pendle. I love Pendle. Man, I've been telling you guys about Pendle since it was under $1. So Pendle, wow. Wow. That's so awesome. And I have a price target of $57 with Pendle, so it's no longer a 10x. But when I gave that price target, Pendle was like $2 to $3 at the time. So that's awesome. I'm not planning on selling a dime of my Pendle anytime soon. And then LCX is moving. I saw that today. And good thing we opened a long on LCX. Now it did hit the same resistance, and I don't even know what that resistance would be at about 40 cents. But I did open a long at 34.5 cents, and we'll look at that on the trading spreadsheet. And then look at that, perfectly bounced off the 20-day EMA. And now we're higher again. I don't think it's going back to 34.5 cents. I mean, if the market dumps or something like that, then sure. But LCX is looking good. You know, maybe ready for another leg up. So your AI. Yai. Is that it? Your AI. I'm guessing this is not it. Oh, there's too many cryptos. Yorkle AI, that's not it, right? Pendle killing it, yeah. Okay, this is it, Alex. All right. Let's see. All right, so this is very new. Wow. This can't be it. Is it? I guess it is, yeah. Yai. Man. Oh, that's great for you. This is a very new crypto. Yorkle. Oh yeah, Yorkle AI. I remember that. Yep. All right, what else here? December will be the big boom. We'll see. I hope so. You're welcome, Adrian. I got into Pendle at 450. It's a bummer, but it still has a long way to go. Yeah. I just realized I bought the wrong Noble on the launch day, got scammed. I'm sorry, man. That's so frustrating. It's not like Noble Blocks had anything to do with that. But that sucks. All right, yes. It is your AI. Man, I'm dying right now. Okay. All of these random new AI coins, I get very skeptical of them. All right, so it's not your AI, is it? I mean, this one, big pump and then chop. Not surprising. So did you get in on Cyclics? I have special access, okay? I was able to put $2,000 into Cyclics. And it's access that I have as, you know, even though I'm small potatoes in the crypto world, there are perks to being a content creator, an influencer. So I was able to get special access. And I am really bummed that, you know, the early access people just bought it all up. So there will be opportunities in the future, including, and again, for those of you who are non-members, this is supposed to be a members-only live stream, but I ran into some issues with my, I signed up for this restreaming service, and I didn't have time to work through the kinks. So it is what it is, but welcome. I am only going to respond to members-only comments. So Fuel on Blast. This one has not launched yet. It's going to launch on Ape Terminal at some point. I would recommend following. I made a TikTok about it today. And here's the deal with this. So where am I? Defi Llama. That's where I want to go. DefiLlama.com. Fuel on Blast. Check out their website. It's a launch pad for cryptocurrencies. And they provide liquidity loans for people who launch cryptos who want strong liquidity. That's never been done before. But come on, DeFi Llama. All right. So this is basically the content of the video that I made on TikTok. I check out DeFi Llama fairly often just to see what TVL numbers and percentages look like. And a couple of weeks ago, I went on here and I noticed this one right here, Blast. I had never heard of Blast, never. And then I saw that it was, at the time it was number 12. And I was like, what in the world is this? Blast, number 12, never heard of it. How does it have so much money locked into it? And so when I see something like that, when I see an outlier like that, that's what turned me on to Pendle, because it's in the Arbitrum ecosystem. And Arbitrum has a much smaller market cap than everything else around it, except for Blast now and Base. There's another one, you know, but in January, when I looked at this, Arbitrum was surrounded by Solana, Binance, Tron, Avalanche, Polygon. These are cryptos with much larger market caps than Arbitrum. So I was like, all right, I got to get in on the Arbitrum ecosystem. And I found two that I invested pretty heavily into, Pendle being one and then Zay being another. Now I've cooled off on Zay because of their tokenomics, but Pendle I'm all in. Now then all of a sudden Blast comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay, I got to look at the Blast ecosystem. And, you know, there's lots of research that you could do. Some of this stuff is not in particular a cryptocurrency, but there's probably some up top here with the amount of money that they have locked in that's worth looking into, see what they have in terms of crypto. I've not looked at Thruster, but that's probably going to be on my list. I've not looked at Pack Finance or Ring Protocol as well. But those are going to be high on my list of places I want to look to see what they have going on from a crypto perspective. And so then I saw some content on Fuel, and knowing that Fuel isn't launched yet, that it's in the it's not even pre-sale phase. It's coming. And I was like, all right, this thing, I could see it being huge, especially for what they provide. So there's something you could do research on just in general. Go to Defi Llama, look at things, look for those outliers like I've been talking about. So, all right, members only, Cyclics I got in. Hey Alex, just an observation. I see a bullish video from you on TikTok regarding ChainSwap, and at the same time from Crypto Mason and many more coincidence. I was asked, and I would assume Crypto Mason was as well. I was asked to look into it and make a video about it. And that was a favor to a friend, I think a mutual friend of ours. It was, what's his name? Oh my goodness, Crypto with Leo. If you guys know him, he's a really smart dude. We share the same birthday, and he's 17 years younger than I am, but Crypto with Leo. So I did that as a favor to him. And I really do like ChainSwap. So, okay. I want to look at the trading spreadsheet real quick. There's some updates that we need to look at there. So what do we have here? Render did fill. All right, so here's the deal. For me, render filled and then it closed because it went back down to its entry price. So I'm just going to type in closed here. But we did have, I did encourage you guys at least to set another limit order there. So render's good. Gala was already a loss. Aurora filled and it's barely up a little bit. Injective, I need to put some prices here. I'm pretty sure Injective is it did fill and it's in the positive. So let's get Jasmy and Injective. I'm assuming Jasmy did not fill. So Jasmy, no, didn't come close to filling. And then Injective, I know that Injective did fill. So let's see where Injective is right now. Then we're up big on Injective. So here's what we're going to do. Solana's nowhere near filling. I'm assuming that's not going to fill. We are moving. Here's what I'm going to recommend for those of you who got in on any of these entries. Take 50% profit and then move your stop loss to an entry. So we had a little bit of conviction on LCX. And this is now an automatic winner because LCX wasn't looking amazing, but then we're good. We're good with LCX. I didn't close my long. I hope you didn't either. All right, there we go. And then Aurora, we're just going to keep Aurora open for now and not do anything, not the entry. And then Injective, same deal. Take 50% profit and then move the stop loss to entry. So yeah, I'm glad we closed Gala, and it is a bummer that we're always going to have some losses here. But Injective was a fantastic fill. So we'll look for new entries during this live stream as well. Why didn't that change colors there? Okay, there we go. So we're good with those two. Aurora, we'll see. Jasmine, I'm assuming, I wouldn't be surprised if Jasmine didn't fill, or Solana, but we're going to keep that open for now. VeChain, probably not going to fill, but we'll keep that open. HBAR is done. None of the ones from above are open anymore. Let me just clean this up a little bit. And guys, for those of you who are not members, this is mostly what we're doing. Not mostly, this is a lot of what we're doing right now is we're upping our game as traders, and I'm responding to requests to get trades in, to look at some trades. We in the bear market, we're going to be doing a lot of this. This is what I'm going to be spending more than half of my day doing. Right now I can't because of too many other things. I'd rather create content than focus entirely on trading. But when it's time during the bear market to focus on trading, longing and shorting, we're going to kill it. So we're going to kill it with this. So if you're interested in joining as a member, I'll respond to your questions. There was one thing that I noticed, and this is, again, I'm so frustrated because I love trading, but I noticed that Shiba Inu was at a fantastic longing point, but I noticed it yesterday. So we're going to see if Shiba Inu comes back down to this level. Let me show you SHIB real quick. Oh man, it was perfect. It was a beautiful entry right there. So you can see, had that big swing. The fibs that I have drawn here are from its all-time high to its bear market bottom. And you can see yesterday, my goodness, it bounced perfectly. It bounced perfectly off of the 236 fib. That would have been a fantastic place to open a long. And so now what I'm hoping for is some kind of a swing pattern failure. I would want to know the exact place that this filled, because you can see it just barely, this is what traders were eyeing. And so it just barely missed the 236 fib. So I want to go a little bit higher. I'm going to say 0.00002553. That's what we're going to say for Shiba Inu. 0.00002553. And then let's get the live data here. And we're good to go there. I don't know if that's going to fill. I would be so excited if that filled, but we will see. So, all right, nothing else to respond to for members. Okay. And yeah, this is a member only live stream that I cannot figure out how to make it member only. So I am only responding to members. If you want to join this channel as a member, I will gladly answer your questions. You can see the join button right next to my username, if you're watching on a desktop at least. And so we do member-only live streams every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, United States. And then, of course, you can always watch that in the future if you miss that live stream. I respond to questions. I do member-only videos very often. So, yes. Okay. If there aren't more questions from the members, I'm just going to look at some things with charting here. Cardano. All right, Cardano. Actually, let me look at Cardano. I'm really surprised to see Cardano where it is right now, 57 cents. It has bounced off of its bull market support band there. Could it get back down to 46? I don't think it's going to get back down to 46 cents. You can see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It's probably just at a good place to long right now. But I'm not going to do any kind of entries on that. Not touching AGIX or Fetch or Ocean because of the merge. AOs. Ooh. it's right where I would want to long it right at this moment, but it's like I hate doing market longs. So let's see. Can AOs go lower? I mean, it certainly can. I'm not going to do anything with that. Not a Kosh. Algorand. Wow. Okay, lost support at both levels that I would have been interested in longing it. There's probably some good moving averages to interact with Algorand. Let's see. Alephium. I'm not going to touch Alephium or AMP. API 3. API 3. What are you doing, API 3? Let me check the volume real quick with API 3. All right, it's getting rejected at the point of control. Man, I don't know. I'm not going to do anything with API 3 either. We good with comments? I'm not seeing any new comments. I would appreciate it if somebody could just comment real quick. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. All right, good. It's funny because you know, when it is truly members only, there's usually more comments than right now. So Arbitrum, man, so many of these charts look disgusting. New crypto solo bite. Yeah, give me a second. I want to find something, man. Avalanche, come on, Avalanche. You got to give me something here. Avalanche. Below where I would have wanted to enter if I was paying attention to this. Bitcoin Cash is looking great, but you know what? BNB. I wonder if there's an entry on BNB. Oh, okay. So here's the deal with BNB. There's a lot of fear in the market with BNB, which makes me want to long it. And the reason why there's fear is because of, SEC cracking down on it. And so you look at the funding rate heat map, and funding is very much neutral, but then wait a second, that's Bitcoin. Oh yeah. But then Binance, the blue means that there's more people shorting it than longing it. And Binance has been just fine. It's been doing just fine lately. So, and then there's a little bit of blue today, minus 9.86%. So this might be a good one to long real quick here. If it can get back down to the 618. So the 618 is $545.40 and 50 cents. It already did get down there once. So will it get down there a second time? It's possible. If not, the 6.6. I might do the 6.6 and just do a low leverage long. So 560. I'm going to do that. 561. All right, and then I'm going to look at the one that you're talking about. You're asking about there. Okay, let's see. John, no, wait. Adrian, I already looked at Celestia. There wasn't anything definitive that I could do, but John, let's look at, or sorry, Coco, let's look at Solobyte. And then I'll just relook. I'll take another glance at Celestia there, but Solobyte. Solobyte. Did I spell Solobyte? Okay, so it's not on Solobyte. What's the market cap? Is this it? 12.36 thousand? Well, there's an X account. I mean, if this is it, I can't really give you any thoughts on it. 211 followers on their X account. I'm just gonna punt on this. I've got nothing for you. So, all right, Tia, let me look at Celestia again. What did we come up with here? I mean, that might be it right there. That is a specific fib. That's the 0.5. Maybe it's just going to bounce off the 0.5. That's the thing that I saw. If not, you know, maybe it's going to go down to $9.47, but I don't think so. And you can see, you know, that's where the traders were looking along a couple weeks ago. And so maybe this is it. So, but it's too new for me to want to trade. All right, John, Bitcoin looks to be consolidating for a few more days, causing everything to be stagnant. Patience. Yeah, I mean, you know, I made a video earlier this week talking about that. Bitcoin. Oh, wait, that's USDT. So the range. Until we've had two false breakouts of this range. This range is the monthly high. I opened a long right here at 61,000 something dollars. It did go a decent amount below that, but my long paid out very well. And then, you know, we had a false breakout last week. We did have a monthly close and a weekly close above $69,000, but then we lost that level. And now, you know, now's been a good day, but, you know, is the 20-day EMA going to be resistance here? Probably not. The previous all-time high was resistance. And I just think we need a clean break through this all-time high. Could you call this a bull flag? It looks like it could be a bull flag, which means that we're just having a healthy consolidation, and that's perfectly fine. It's not, we're not going up only forever. Now, Bitcoin's dominance, it is rising. And then look at the Bitcoin ETH chart. Bitcoin ETH, man, these last 3 weeks have very much been in favor of Bitcoin. We are almost at a 3-year high. I do think that's a 3-year high for Bitcoin's price in comparison to Ethereum. Yeah, look at that. We are at almost at a 3-year high. So at some point, Ethereum is going to catch up, and when it does, it's going to be dramatic. Like, man, why does this chart only show? I wish it would show 2021, but anyway. Do you know what the process will be if ASI is approved to combine with Fetch and Ajax? I don't know. All I know is that Fetch is going to be priced 1-to-1. And then Ajax and Ocean are going to be priced like 43% of, so 0.43. So if you had 20 Ajax, I think it's like 0.43, then that would convert to something like 8.5 ASI, something like that. What are your thoughts on the Bitcoin halving? If Bitcoin does not reach an all-time high or close to it, do you foresee a huge pullback on Bitcoin, hence a pullback on the alts? Shelly, I've had to answer that question a decent amount during live streams. I'm just I am not of the opinion that we're going to see a huge pullback after the halving. And we already broke the all-time high from 2021. But all right, USDT chart, please. So what do you say? I don't think so. I think what's going to happen, I don't know about between now and May, but I think what's going to happen is that it's just going to be a very boring summer. So, and then maybe we'll ramp up in the fall and just go wild in the fall. But I'm not expecting anything significant to the downside. That's not what happened in 2021. I mean, people remember, people get this in their brains, and I've had to dispel this myth. 2020, the 2020 halving, it happened, and then we just chopped for a very long time. And it may be that we don't even maybe we'll be bullish because how much Bitcoin the spot ETFs are accumulating. When people ask that, they're referring back to 2016, which we had a big run up to the Bitcoin halving, and then we went right back down. Bitcoin's price doubled the month before the halving up until the halving, and then it went right back down to where it was after the halving. So we're not having this big run up. You know, the Bitcoin halving's in 2 weeks. We're not having this big run up ahead of the halving. Over the last few weeks, at least. I know that we had this big run up, but that's mostly because of the Bitcoin accumulation with the spot ETFs. So could you look at Matic? Oh wait, Adrian, sorry. There might be a good long on Litecoin. Let's see. Litecoin's been doing all right lately. So 97.80. Let's go back to the daily. All right. So from one perspective, I would say yes. You know, you can see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Maybe the play is, do we wait for the 50-day EMA? Or is the 20-day EMA going to be support? I don't know. I mean, if it went to the 50-day EMA now, that wouldn't be, you know what? It would probably be this first peak here. I would expect an entry right about here, 94.60. And, you know, a wick below the 20-day EMA. I think that's a good entry. Let's do it. What was that, 94.60? 9, I'll say 94.61 just to be safe. Ooh, no dollar signs, please. Okay. Matic, right? Matic's the next one. Yeah, Coco, Byte AI, Shmoo Call. Listen, just join his Telegram. I can't do, well, no, I'll look into it. But, you know, he posted something about a bot that will allow you to automatically buy any of his calls. That's pretty wild. I think that's worth looking into for sure. Because anything he touches, he's got like 20,000 people in his Telegram group. Anything he posts, it's going to be a small cap crypto that's going to go, you know, that'll go wild just because he posts it. You know, anytime he posts in Telegram, he'll move those cryptos by $1 million in market cap. So let's see, Matic. I'm on my phone. How do I join? Sorry, wholesaler. There should be a join button. If you're on your computer, there's a join button that you can just click. So, but with phones, it's hit or miss. All right, Matic. Oh, man. Oh, Matic. What do we do with Matic? I'm so glad I sold. I bought $1,000 of Matic, and then I think I have like $200 left because I sold a bunch of it. And I'm so glad I did that. Let's go to the weekly chart. Ugh. I don't know, man. What do we do for levels? I mean, all right. I highly doubt that Matic is going down here, but there's definitely a lot of price action there. We can do a volume profile as well because, I mean, this is just one big range for Polygon. So volume might be good to look at. Something like here to here. Oh. Okay. You know what? There's our long. I mean, you know, Matic did wick almost to that level. And we are in an uptrend in the crypto markets. That might be it. All right, what is that? That is 86.38. But then we wick down to 87. I mean, maybe 87 cents for Polygon. If we lost that, I would be all in at 76 cents. I'm not going to add this to the spreadsheet. I'm just going to say 86 cents would be a good entry. If we lost that, I am backing the truck up at 76.77. 76.77 cents. So, all right, let me look at Byte AI. Is it even on, man, he always finds those very small cap cryptos. Yeah, it's on Gecko Terminal, which I'm not surprised by. So let's see if it's on X. Grok's dog. Oh my goodness, really? Grok's dog, Byte AI. All right, this can't be it. All these random little cryptos. All right, no, this is it. We strive to democratize access to concise news intelligence. Future of Web3 journalism. That sounds intriguing. I'm not going to spend too long on this, but I mean, they got AI in the name. Shocking. Website's okay. It's not like mind-blowing, but 2K subscribers. All right, I mean, sure. Especially Shmooze posting it. Cool. What else? Oh my goodness, my eyes, man. My eyes are getting too old. Adrian, thanks for sharing your knowledge in trading. I'm learning so much. Awesome. Thank you. Is Blast Up from the same company as Fuel on Blast? I don't know what Blast Up is. I would assume if it's Blast Up, it's oh yeah, first launchpad on Blast. That's what Fuel is. What is, I mean, it's on Blast. Is this a live token? I bet they don't have liquidity loans though, because my money's on fuel. Yeah, they do have a token, BLP. So it is from the same company. That answers your question. All right, again, this is supposed to be a members only live stream, so I'm only responding to members. It's just I signed up for a streaming service that allows me to stream on Kick, on YouTube, on X, on Facebook, not on TikTok, unfortunately. So let's see. Just saw LCX list B cut. Probably don't know much. Oh, it's in a pre-sale? Okay. B cut. All right, let's look at B cut. Oh, BitsCrunch. Yeah, I made a video about this. I do think it has potential. I have no idea about their tokenomics. $12 million market cap. So, I mean, chart so far doesn't look great, but it could break out at any time, really. So it's possible. I probably shouldn't close that. All right, what else? Yeah, pre-sale. Okay. What's going on? What else can we look at? How about Mina? I mean, it is climbing. Near. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. I got to go back to the daily chart. Oh, where are we going with near? There is a double test of the 236, so don't necessarily have to do that again. 50-day. I'm not going to do an entry on near, but $6 looks possible. Let me go back to the top. Oh, yeah, I want to check out Jasmine. Has not gone down to my entry yet, and it may not. And that's okay. ICP's fine. H-bar. Oh, H-bar. I wonder. I'm going to pay attention to H-bar. If it loses this level, I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tests of this level. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of LCX. Because LCX, I gave you the level. You had so many opportunities to buy LCX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 entries in that window there. And H-bar is looking like the exact same thing. So that might be something worth looking into. It's wicked below every time. But... And I opened a long on H-bar somewhere around here. What day was that? March 20th. And then I took profits. I took 50% profits out as it pumped and then set the stop loss to entry, and then it went back. That might be worth looking into. I'm just going to do that. So what's the bottom of this wick right here? I'll say, I don't want to do exactly 10 cents, so I'll say 10.03. How about that? Okay. Questions. ICP might have any long entry. Yeah. So, I'm seeing here top of the range body, or so we could do wick, and we did see a wick below there, but we could also do body. What's the highest body? Right there. So somewhere between there. I don't think it's going back down to 1573, but 1696, a little under, if it gets under $17, that looks like a good entry right now. So, all right, how do you do stop loss? All right, so there's a way to do it. I can't show you how to do it. If you have, Bitmart or whatever, Mexi, BingX, if you have any of those, the system is it looks entirely the same. It's very easy. Just look for where it says stop loss and type in a number. Personally, for me, I know that this is going to sound crazy. I do manual stop losses. I have a number, and I know I've been getting lazy with this because I haven't put in stop losses here. I have a number in my head, and if it goes below that dollar amount for 4 hours, it can wick below, bounce right back up, which happens a lot. But if it spends more than 4 hours below that stop loss level, I'm out. And what I would prefer to do, which I don't do, is something called a stop loss timeout, which I've talked about a lot on this channel during the member only live streams, which it'll do exactly that. It'll trigger a timer to where if it goes below your stop loss level, it won't stop it out. And then 9 times out of 10, what happens is a big liquidation event happens. And so you'll wick below your stop loss, but it won't trigger it until 4 hours later if you're still below that. 9 times out of 10, it won't trigger. So stop loss timeouts are huge, but that's only available on 3 commas, which I don't use. I will use one day, but I don't use it right now. So I assume no change in bullishness on AXGT up to $500 million market cap. No change. None at all. Yep. It's just pumped so much and now it's down and it's okay. It'll come back. Yeah, your stop losses. Yep, I hope I answered your question. Beam might have a good entry. It's harder with newer cryptos. So, and then what do we even have here? This is, man, almost every altcoin chart looks like this. And what do you make of it? Because if we weren't in a bull run, I'd be looking at a chart like this and I would say this is very bearish because, we were in an uptrend. Is this a lower low? It might be, but then, are we going to see a lower low on the daily chart here? Is that a higher low? A lower high. It looks like it is. So then, there's your entry, a little over 27 cents, 27.136. And then I would be exiting that somewhere, somewhere like, let me just draw a trend line here. Somewhere like this. So goes down to 27.16, something like that. Bounces, goes up to the trend line. 33. I would exit entirely. And then maybe as we get down and it gets down to the nitty-gritty, we break through, bounce off that as support, and then set a new high. But it's so frustrating. I was delayed. Okay. I hope I answered your question. Guys, I have 3 minutes left. I have a hard stop at 5 p.m. Eastern time. My boys have baseball practice, so I need to take them to baseball practice. So last questions, members, last questions. Thank you for the entries. Thank you, Lavi. What about Polkadot? Every altcoin, same deal. Not Doge, surely not Doge. Doge, not so much. ChainSwap. Tom, I made a video yesterday about ChainSwap on my TikTok. So I don't think anything's changed. I'm very bullish on ChainSwap. It's too new of a cryptocurrency. I would not chart it. So, all right, I did. Good. Tried to get into Cyclist pre-sale, but all sold in 20 minutes. Yeah, lots of people told me that. I'm super bummed about that. I did recommend looking into what's it called? Fuel on Blast. So it has not set a launch date yet, but Fuel on Blast, look into it. I also made a video about that on my TikTok. All right, 1 more minute. Any last questions? From members only. Members. This is supposed to be a members only live stream. Great info once again. Thanks for everything. Thank you, John. All right, 30 seconds. There's another one, lower high. We'll see if it puts in a lower low. All right. Thank you all. Have a good one.